it's so funny because the word career, I've been an entrepreneur now for, 17 plus years, much longer than I haven't been one. And so I think that, that's full of constant no's and try again and, look at different place and start over and, why don't you revisit those numbers? And I think we hear those things all day long, no matter what kind of work we're in. So I've definitely had a lot of those. My attorney was like, yeah, you're actually not going to get anything from the sale of your business. That was a hard no. That was a hard, but wait, I just made all these sacrifices and I just did all these things. And I think, especially when you're in any kind of sales or business line, you kind of are keeping score. It'd be great to get up every day and just take the wins for the wins and the losses for the losses. But I think we oftentimes go, well, lost that one, so I'm just going to wait on my win, instead of, well, I lost that one. Period. Right. I gotta start somewhere else. And so I think we get this insatiable drive for more, and it's really unhealthy. It really clouds your judgment, and it really makes you bitter when you just don't get the yes. No success in our life is really worth a failure in our homes. And so for me, I was taking all these risks, but never enjoying the rewards of relaxing or saying no or scheduling, my life right. First. We all have to remember that hindsight is 20/20, and to give ourselves some grace when we're in those moments where there's a lot of emotions going on. Everything has two sides, and there's always some things going on that we don't see that are happening behind the scenes. It wasn't like I could sit down in that moment and just peacefully have this, great self-help conversation with myself of, oh, I see why I didn't get any money. I did this and that, and then this happened, and oh, well, I can do that now. I can look back and understand that I didn't take care of my life. And so my life actually got in the way of the business. So what happened for me was my business partner and I were doing fairly well together for 4 years and growing distribution, like I said, investors, all these kinds of things. And we got to a crossroads where I was working more than I could. I had little babies at home. My husband at the time, because I ended up in a divorce, but my husband at the time was a pilot and he was gone, and I was just lonely and coping with work more. I would need to work more. I need more sales. I need more. I need more, exposure. I need more likes. I need more people that aren't really my friends, but that, Facebook says are my friends. So all those things just were making me feel better. And I did that for too long. And I kind of neglected my health and my family, my marriage, a lot of things. And I finally had to step back and say, I need to take a break. And in that pause of I need to take a break, I should have been better about communicating with my business partner, what that meant. But I didn't really know at the time. And so I just kind of stepped out for a couple of weeks. And when I tried to re-engage, I tried to kind of reevaluate, okay, I can't work at this level anymore. I wanted to change the rules, right? So I think a big lesson is when you start a business, you have to start as you mean to go in your business. I'm not a fan of the hustle, Michelle. I hate the hustle. Mm-hmm. The hustle just screws up everything because you don't really know what you're hustling. You just are I just have to be hustling, right? So you're just blowing you don't even know. So I'm a fan of the what's happening today. Go in and talk to people, email, texting, all these totally passive aggressive ridiculousness, hiring an attorney, making empty threats when things don't go your way. Oh, stupid. I wish that I had walked in and sat my business partner down and kidnapped her and drove to the beach for the day and said, sister, we got to work through this. I didn't do that. I did some of that, hire an attorney and figure it out, and just made everything worse. And literally in a matter of a phone call, Michelle, I went from I'm about to become a millionaire to I don't have a paycheck next month. So, talk about some life lessons the hard way. It was rough. And I lived on savings for a month or two. And then I just kind of decided I wanted to get up and do it better, do it what I would call the right way. I ask a lot of people in business, what are you trying to reach? Where's your goal here? And they don't even know. They don't even know how much. Okay, so you want to make, $3,000 a month. Okay, well, how much does your average client pay you? Well, how many hours are you willing to work? Do the basic math on that, right? If you want to make $3,000 a month and you make $100 an hour and you only want to work 10 hours a week, just simple formulas for, why are you doing what you're doing? What you do today becomes what you did this week, becomes what you did this month. And then all of a sudden a year's flown by and you've become this person that has created these habits for yourself. So daily habits. I am a huge advocate for living the daily habits. I think that, first of all, less is more. And I know that sounds kind of cliche, but truly that feeling of, early on in my career, in my life, I just wanted to keep up with the Joneses so badly. And that led me to a bankruptcy and, my car being towed out of my driveway. And I think there's that feeling of when you can get to, so many people think that more money will fix the problem, but the reality is less expenses and less needs will also do that. So, setting a lower contentment point, staying in gratitude and the simplicity of I have food on the table, I have some clothes, maybe I don't have this, that, and the greatest, maybe I didn't travel this week, but you really cannot, there is no replacement for peace of mind that you are doing your best and you're safe and you're well and, a van that's used, but you can buy it outright is still going to get you from point A to point B the same way that fancy new one is that's going to keep you up at night in the hustle. Be around people that make it easy to be you. Like I would find myself in these situations where I was like, oh, I want to be like them, or they seem cool, or they seem nice, or maybe I want to try that, and I don't know, like I just be around people that don't make you critical of yourself, that appreciate who you are for what's easy for you to do. We all have such important, powerful jobs to do in our families and our home and in the world. And when we get distracted with trying to be in somebody else's channel and swim in somebody else's space and get in their lane and be faster than them, and, that's so not good for us. I tell my clients a lot that any door that you have to knock on more than twice is not meant for you. Like you don't want to be there, right? Like if you're knocking on that door and you're not validated, it's not what you're supposed to be doing. You're probably not going to be using your best gifts and talents because just to even get in that door was so hard for you. You're going to come in with a huge set of expectations that are unrealized. Right. So I'm not, like I said, I'm not a fan of repeatedly, beating down doors that won't open. And I think if you're on a path that's meant for you and good for you, it's going to be easy and you should enjoy it.